And good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Army Cycling eRace series. Not our typical series, of course. This is a little bit of a fun event that we've got on for the next couple of weeks, just to kind of enjoy the fact that we're in the season's over, but also to enjoy some of the new roads that Swift have to offer. But yeah, welcome everyone to the stream if you are watching live, and hello to everyone that's watching from after the event. So yeah, a happy Easter to everyone. Hopefully everyone had a great Easter weekend and are enjoying their bank holiday Monday. Yeah, hopefully got plenty of eggs, and if you are racing tonight, hopefully you're going to burn off a few of them calories that you've digested over the last couple of days. So yeah, like I said, we're on the on this what we're calling the Cobbled Classic races. We're just doing a few new roads that Swift have to provide us. Today we are on the free Musketeers route, as you can see on the screen in front of you, hopefully. We've got essentially 38k's of fun riding. Again, I use the term fun loosely, but yeah, we've got predominantly a flat course. We're using all the cobbled roads that are available to us, but as well as that, they've got the aqua.com right at the back end there. You can see where my mouse is hovering at the moment. Yeah, and that's where we are. So yes, with 1 minute to go though. Yeah, what we got? 33 riders today. We are using, unfortunately, my downloaded version of Swift today. I haven't had the updated commentary version, so we're gonna have to rely on a lot of keyboard tapping and stuff like that to get things looking the part. But yeah, should be all good fun. So yeah, if you are in the if you are watching live, by all means, yeah, choo. There you go. Tim's just dropped in there. So yeah, just drop a comment. Tell me if you're riding. Tell me if you're not. Tell me if you wish you were riding. Tell me if you wish you wasn't riding. Yeah, and let's have a good race. If you are in taking part, if you're watching, enjoy the show. Please jump in at any point. Just say hello. Give me some any comments or any of that good jazz, and away we go. So we've got 34 riders. That's not so bad. There were 60 people that said that they were going to join in on the the pen stuff, but 30 riders is a good starting point for us all. So yeah, here we go. Typical riders starting to go hard at the front. Typical race, Swift fashion. Riders already wanting to start and break the pack already. Which of course is their prerogative. That's what they want to do. So yeah, but good start there. We've got Rob Ferguson at the front, as we can see. Some riders choosing to go with the army jersey. Some riders are picking the core jerseys. So yeah, hopefully we'll see some of the other services as well. This event has been opened, as like I said, it's going to be a fun ride. So we're trying to open up to all the kind of all the riders across all three services: Army, Navy, and RAF. So yeah, hopefully they'll be in the pen as well. Ah, good stuff, Tim. Of course you'll be in the pen. I wouldn't expect you to be anywhere else. Oh, Tim. So yeah, we'll have a look for Tim in a bit. So yeah, but away we go. So first the first cobble section anyway actually starts up quite early. We have the first cobble section that comes in at 2.3 kilometers. So shouldn't be too far out before we get some cobble action going. Now the cobbles, they will slow the riders down slightly, but yeah, these are kind of just fun roads, you know, with the kind of season that we are on the road as well, with all the different events that you can see on live TV. Just thought we'd give this a bit of a dab. We'll have a bit of fun. We've got everyone in the same pen, so that, you know, there are the kind of those that just do seasonal Swifting, and some others that are kind of in throughout the year. So we are probably expecting more the kind of, we don't want to call them die-hard Swifters, but yeah, the Swifters that would be doing this throughout the year to be in this event. So we thought we'd just keep it one pen. And as well as that, it gets you a chance to actually test your mettle against maybe some other riders in different categories from the ACeRS that they may have not raced against as well. So yeah, it should be for some fun racing. Hopefully we won't have too many lone riders. We've got Phil just trying to grab on the back there, as you can see in the screen. Go on, Phil, you can do that, son. Get there. And it looks like he might just be able to catch on, which will be good news. So yeah, as you can see here now, so this is part of the new road anyway that we're coming up to. You can see with all the nice nice artwork on the floor. But yeah, all good stuff so far. Really looking like we've got a nice healthy pack of around about 20 odd riders. It looks like a few riders are at the back though, but they look like they've got company though, which is good. That's what we want, as long as riders have got some company and then they're not suffering this 38 kilometers solo. That is good. So yeah, nice pack to start with. Everyone probably just eyeing each other up, trying to test the legs. If some people probably haven't had a chance to warm up yet, some people have probably had a few too many eggs and are just probably feeling the pain there. Tim Collins, there you go. I've got you at the front, sporting your typical blue hat. Yeah. Let's see if anyone wants to dabble. And there is a sprint. There are sprint banners and stuff like that. No sprint points or anything like that kind of stuff coming up. But yeah, as you can see there, Tim actually straight away, like I was just talking about there, has just come out of the saddle a little bit just to try and pack. Some people might just want to be bragging rights for the KOL, for the sprint banner. There we go. Some riders there really pushing hard. If you do see some flashing, well done, Tim. Yeah, it's because I want to try and get some good snaps in. So if you do see the kind of flashing, don't worry, you've not been abducted. It's just me trying to get some good pictures in for future promotional magic. But yeah, so yeah. Hopefully you're all doing well though. Like I said, if you are watching, I've got a few people that says they're on in anyway. Give us a shout, say hello, tell us how you're doing, tell us how your bank holiday Easter's been. Let's get some chat flowing while we're watching this race. It's going to be around about between 45 minutes to an hour. Some there's just pushed off the front. Who did we catch there? Let's get to the front. D Collins, note further up. What I don't like about G Jones. Pushing, probably trying to break the pack a little. He's got some company there with who's that going to be with him? Too sure. Got Kev Fowler, D Collins, a few other riders there, and you can see now actually he's starting to string out a bit after that small attack. I don't know if that was just George there just trying to soften the legs. Very early to do it, but if that's what they want to try and do, then by all means, we're not going to stop them, are we? All right, let's see if I can get my stuff on Swift Power now. I have loaded it in. Someone's already asking for an elbow. D Collins, and someone answered the call. Robbie Guan, of course. Go well all. Rich. Hopefully you're all doing all right, Richard. And again, slight little split there. Started to string out slightly. A few riders now, just what we got at the back. But a lot of them are still holding on. Like I said, so yeah, 3.7 kilometers was the first bit of cobbles, 5 kilometers following that. Craig Scott on the front there as well. So yeah, and then the actual first, or the Aqueduct KOM starts around about 10 kilometers as well. So that's probably going to be a real good leg kicker. Hopefully, or not hopefully, but some legs are going to probably hurt, and that's probably where we're going to find the majority of the pack split up. But we've got now a group 14 seconds. Tim Collins, after the slight flexing on the first kilometers, now found himself, but with a nice little healthy group there, and we're going to get a nice little picture of that. What we got? Who else we got? Phil Cox, Tim Harrison, P Spencer, and it looks like Will Cox as well there with them. So it's the kind of chasing pack now. 18 seconds, 14 seconds, and then we've got this big group here. What we're talking in 14 riders now. Stu Baxter, Russ Miller, Craig Scott. Yeah, good mate, just starting. Final build to the first main event in Germany. What event you got on in Germany, Rich? So we've got a small little kicker coming up actually on this part of the cobbles, and you can see there that Rob McGowan again has decided he wants to just call some pain. Kev Fowler there sitting on the back wheel, and that's that. George Jones just getting around them as well. So another chance here where riders are going to try and split apart. We've got 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Stu Baxter just at the back there, dropping a feather power up just to try and get himself up this 3% climb. But it looks like they've all kind of come back into this lead group anyway. Just give me a moment while we're doing that. I'm just going to bring up. Oh, Iron Man. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant, Rich. Nice one. You're all pretty much set to go. Got there Mike Goff, winner of the ACeRS. Just saw him in the group there. There he is, winner in the with the ACeRS on the most recent ACeRS series. Matty Davis as well there. I see Ray McGarvey. I think I've got it right, Ray. If you're if you're watching, terrible at surnames. So yeah, so we're just enjoying now this kind of nice, picturesque wander through. Let's take pools quicker together. Ah, Tim Harrison, good. Tim Harrison trying to wrangle the troops. Got 5 riders there. They can work together. Try and bring it back. First, we've got 13 seconds there. Unfortunately, with Phil. And we've got another nice little group here. 3 riders. D Sharp, and that, and a few more at the further back as well, which is good. I'd say some of the riders all mixed ability. So yeah, we're going to find that some riders are going to be in all different places, but that's good. It's really good though that everyone's taking part, getting involved. So yeah, back to the front of the race though. What do we say? It was about 16 riders here. And everyone else is. Ah, Tim, why are you already being negative? Oh, we see you in game. That's not the right attitude to have. Come on, Tim. Positive thinking. So now we're on the kind of flatter roads now. Back to I call it the old roads of France, but the roads that have already been here. If you hear me getting excited, it's because I think I've got photo opportunities next to sunflowers. How sad, eh? Ah, what a nice ride through some sunflowers, eh? Looks like We've only got mainly army riders in the mix. See many the other services, which is unfortunate, but we'll keep plugging away. We want to try and build the armed forces cycling community. We've got some few ideas coming up in the future to bring everyone together. But yeah, so watch this space for that. Another sprint banner we're coming through. Probably not many riders going to be doing too much, just dropping a few power-ups, dumping what they've got. Probably some of these are open now with the KOM coming up very shortly, that they're going to try and find some new, or not find some new, but hopefully get a slightly better one. The front of the feather power up probably, and the van probably being the draft ones probably being the two preferred power ups that are coming up. For those that are new, always reiterate myself for anyone that is new watching, power ups, just imagine them as little boosters. They do different things depending on what they are. You've got the van, which as you can see on screen now, the draft van, that essentially basically increases your draft, or how far you can draft out to. So if that rider was out the back, so for example, the distance almost doubles for that kind of draft effect, so they're not getting dropped. Because yep, there is drafting game, for again those that are new to Swift. So it's not everyone, not everyone's necessarily putting in the same effort. Those that are at the front are normally doing the lion's share of the work and are grafting, while those behind actually get the benefit of that. So yeah, so there is a few in-game mechanics, but the van basically increases that kind of draft effect. So you get then the aero as well, which is the helmet. That basically makes you a bit slippier through the air faster and all that. Good for sprints and stuff. You get the feather power up, which makes you lighter, ideal for climbs. You also get the anvil, which is the opposite, makes you heavier, ideal for descents. And you get the ghost as well, which makes you invisible. And is there any more? I'm throwing a blank. I think that. Oh, and then there's the steamroller as well, which basically kind of flattens the road. Because like I mentioned earlier on, cobbles will have a kind of an effect on the bike. The same with different other trains and that as well. Essentially the steamroller flattens it all. So yeah. Me and Tim on the front of this train. Well, then keep working, Tim, and let's get this train working. All aboard the Tim Collins train. That's what I say, Tim. Both Tims. All aboard. Choo-choo. That's it. A little power. Right, anyway, we're just coming up to this climb anyway, so let's get to that front. D. Collins, once the game lets me catch up to the front of the race. So Rob McGowan bossing it there. So look at that, feather power up. So some lucky riders got it, some unlucky riders didn't. We've got some orange numbers now. Is that Mike Goff, of course, the beast that is, on the hills, on the climbs, starting to put a dent in, and we've got two riders there that have been sped out the back. You notice there as well, actually, I'm not sure you clocked it, Mike Goff there was just weaving a little bit. Now that is something that you can do in game if you have certain hardware. The Swift Ride or the Swift Plays, they basically can allow you to move left and right, because we mentioned the draft effect is something. So that Mike Goff probably trying to just maybe break the draft a bit and trying to get out of the way, or get out of the way of the riders behind him. So yeah, that's what that's all about. It also allows you obviously to take the shorter route in if you want on on certain parts, so you can try and not cut corners, because you can only go so far left and so far right, but it can provide that ability as well. We've got a few there: Alex Fortune there, Tim Thompson, G Jones, Rob McGowan, Ray McCarthy, D Collins, Kev Fowler now. So we've got that kind of rate, and then we have now 6 seconds behind. We've got Ann Olnart, Stevie B, Rob Ferguson, with another little pat. Matty Davis just behind with Russ Miller as well, further 3 seconds. So now that some riders have now got split and now are on their own. So ask themselves, can they do the work, get to that rider in front, create a little pack? Will Matty D ease off a little bit, maybe trying to give Russ a will, start working together, and the same with the other riders as well. So yeah. And Tim, You've got some riders dropped out, so maybe there's got another carrot for you there, maybe to hold on to. So we've got 8 riders now into the pack. Now, where are we at? 12.5 kilometers in out of 38 kilometers. So we've got around about 26 kilometers left. Quick maths. For the most part now, this is just going to be a flat call, so just a few little swerves here and there. And almost 20 minutes in. So Matt, 5 seconds there onto that pack of Ant Allnut and the gang. Why not? Let's do it. Uzi. That Rob McGowan just easing off slightly. What's Rob doing there? Is Rob providing a will? I reckon that message was not meant for everyone to see. Rob possibly could be trying to give an assist to this gang here and then trying to put the work in. So that's actually quite an interesting one to see. Let's just see then if Rob's going to do that. 5.37 watts per kilo. Yeah, he's pushed up the numbers already. He wants to be that leading force. And to try and help these riders cling back on. So Stevie B's on, Rob Ferguson's on, and Allnut as well. So let's see what happens. Let's see if Rob can bring that back. 5.3. Speed is the key. So looking at the speed of that, 46 kilometers, 44 kilometers. So Rob is putting the speed in, but is this going to be at the cost of these guys dropping back? These guys need to work as well to keep into that draft. Otherwise, Rob's effort is going to come to nothing. You can see there now Rob has now managed 1 second from that group of 3. They need to keep hitting that pedals that 3 to try and keep him Rob's draft. He is pulling them in. He's got 4 seconds on that group. They need to work hard to keep on his wheel, otherwise it's going to be all for nothing. Come on, guys. We're rooting for you. We're rooting for you. It's dropped again. I think Rob's just eased off the gas a bit, trying to get on. No, 3 seconds Rob has, so it's close. I think Rob might have decided though that he may have to leave these guys behind if he wants to keep in contact with this group. So he did try. He's tried to help out. I think the other 3 unfortunately just don't have enough in the legs. Let's just hope for Rob's sake that he hasn't spent too many matches. Yeah. So yeah, he's now putting in the work in now onto this group of 7 to then hopefully make it 8. Be sure, guys, if you are watching, drop a ride onto these riders if you are following them. And you can see there, Rob, 2 seconds now. We're keen to see Rob get back on. Hopefully, we'll get back on and it won't be for nothing. Hold on, mate. There you go. So he's dropped the van there, the draft. Sat himself in now, has got him back self in. What's he got? 172 beats per minute. It's just easing off the gas now. Trying to get a bit of recovery done now. Whilst yeah. Ray Garfi there, just chilling, using the term chilling quite loosely. A few riders now pushing the effort at the front again. Maybe they've seen Rob back. Put the work in. Kev Fowler, Mike Goff. Maybe they're just trying to flex on the sprint. Let's bring it out a bit. So it's now, yeah, 15 seconds now from the gang of Rob Ferguson, Stevie B, and Allnut. And then we've got Matt Davis still chilling on his own at the moment, but 3 seconds. Yeah, strong indeed. From Ant to ease off and then come back on. That was quite an impressive effort there for sure. And then got Tim Collins and the gang. Bad idea, yeah. And then Jay there, a few other riders. Group of 4 here. Neil Hook. Unfortunately, some riders are on their own, but we've got Ibby there with Paul Wright. Angela Laycott with Jay Maguire. Dan Ong jumping on. I know he was doing he was on about doing a Monday another race on today, so this is probably just warming up the legs for Dan. And then we've got A Bolton. You're right, Chief. Doing excellent, mate. Right, where are we at? We're with the Phil group. Ross Miller, Drew Baxter. Now just catching on to Davis. Darren Evans there in the chat, encouraging riders to keep together, which is good. You've got to work through some of these courses. Definitely not always worthwhile trying to solo it, even if you know, yeah, you can jump in, you know, allow a rider to catch back on like what Matt's done here and work together. And even if you are wanting to win out of your small pack, no point this early on trying to spend all the matches. So yeah, back to the lead group. 7, 8 riders. Rob there, being the super domestique. Offering Wills. So we're going back into the cobbles again. See if I can get a picture of this. Oh, quick, Kev. Get in. Oh. Nice. So back onto the cobbles. So what are we on? 17, yep. So back on the cobble section. Next part, there'll be some more cobbles coming up after this. This is that bit that kind of has a little sneaky up part, small descent, small descent, 3%. And then, yeah, 24Ks where they get some more cobbles. Then we have I call it the intestines. That's 27 kilometers, which is like an up and down windy part. Potential opportunity to break, and then you go through the kind of main part of France before you finish back on the first set of cobbles that they started on. We've got rider there at the front. Is that Kev or is that Rob? It looks like that could be no, that's Dan Collins. Giving it some beans, pulling the part, and we've got some orange numbers now. G Jones, Mike Goff, Ray McCarthy, to name a few. Just trying to keep on. And I think they're getting some more flex in there from these riders to try and get some not points, but to get the sprint times. I've managed to pull 2 seconds. Are they going to now work together as a free? Or 3 seconds? This little descent could work if they keep the speed going. Looks like this group are going to close back into them. Tim Harrison still trying to conduct the train. We'll see how they're doing in a moment, but we've got this group of guys back in now. Rob Ferguson with Ant and Stevie B working together. Essentially are the chase group. Stu Baxter, Ross Miller and Matty D. And then, yeah, there you go, Tim Collins following the charge. There are little emotions you can now set, so you can actually, and other riders can see it. So there's a nice little elbow flick one now. It's if riders choose to do it. Tim's there just dropping his aero. Oh, we got 175 beats per minute, so he's in a fairly uncomfortable spot, but seems to be wanting to do the lion's share of the work there. 49 seconds on Matty D, Russ Miller. So I think they have pulled that back slightly. I'm pretty sure when I first switched to them, they were about a minute. So yeah, looking like these guys may get back on. Yeah, 48. Oh no, 54. It's changed, but it's still less than. Oh no, it's dropping back up. I'll just stop talking, shall I? Because Tim, if you are listening, you're thinking you are not motivating me one bit. So Tim Harrison now, he's taking his turn. So the Tims are doing some work. What's the rest doing? I see Phil Cox and Paul Spence at the back. Right, let's get back to the front. See if we've got any more crazy stuff going on here. I think we're still... that's Stevie B and the gang. Let's try and hopefully get pushed up in a second. Over back to group here. Ian Thompson. So yeah, again, if you're on chat, say hello. So Tim's train is working today. Some strong riders in here tonight. Yeah, definitely. There is a mixed bag of riders, but that was what we were going to find doing a single pen. But I'd rather have done one single pen than with a group of riders that you may be able to latch onto that you normally wouldn't do. Then smaller pens that wouldn't look so appealing to jump into. Next week actually is it a shorter course? It is the Hell of the North, which is shorter by distance, but it does have the Petite Com to finish with. So next week's course may not. Hopefully we'll get some more numbers in. But this will be, these last two races will be the last of the series anyway. Or I say the series, but this will be the last of the kind of big stuff. We're going to look at doing some UK Armed Forces events. One every month, just to keep the legs ticking for those that are the die-hard Swifters. G Jones there, pushing his way to the front. George Jones. And just creating a small gap. That was Alex AF there, just swinging around. As there's no more real kind of climbs, I'd say the intestines are probably the last of the kind of hard parts. Oh, Carl's retracted your message. Oh, what are you doing in Valencia, Tim? Even though Ozzy missed tonight's action, couldn't find all the chocolate eggs in time. Oh, you're on an Ironman as well? Christ. Mind you, you've done quite a few, haven't you, Tim? I've noticed on your socials. You do like the odd Ironman, the odd try. I can't, yeah. But you got next week, Carl. If you miss this week, you got next week. So you're looking good. What we got there? Let's talk about. We got there. Who was it that's got? Is it Ray? Ray McCarthy. Let's have a look at what Ray's got in his back pocket. So yeah, got the squirrel there. Basically, it's a fun add-on that you can have in game if you do enough streaks. You get the where the Swift Squirrel in the back pocket. You start off with like a kind of small token one, and as the weak streaks build up, you get the plush, we call it, just chilling out the back, enjoying the ride. Again, George there. Is that George or D Collins? No, who's that? That was George Jones there again, just showcasing the Swift plays there. You can see him just swinging in. He's probably going to go right in a minute. Swing over to the right side, just using them Swift plays just to either not be part of the draft or get in amongst the draft. But you've got a string here now, so there is a bit of a string. Rob McGowan there just chilling at the back. I'm not sure if Rob's just having a moment. What we on once? Oh no, there you go. Puts in some orange numbers, picks up the speed, probably just to get back on again. Yeah, there you go. Maybe just having a sip of water or something. And then we're coming back to the cobbles again. So we've got 14 kilometres to go now for this lead group. Eventually they'll come through this cobble section here, take a right, do the intestines, and then they finish back on this part. That is the finish banner for the end of the race. So we've got Rob Ferguson, Ant Ornott gang, Stevie B, and then Russ Miller. And so Phil Cox with a few riders there. They are working. Phil Cox is doing his turn now. The Evans there. Both of them are just working together. D Sharp just on his own, up ahead. um, old Evo just having having some asking for some help, not to be pulled so hard. Work our way back to the front. Mitch there. Is that here? Mitch doing a turn? We are back at the front again with Dan Collins. Oh, excuse me. The late riders seems to be the kind of pack now. What we want to, not say what we want to see, what I'll probably expect to see. Maybe someone wants to try and make an attack, get away. Maybe Pog to the finish. No, I'm not seeing in amongst this. Where's Craig Scott gone? Pretty sure I saw Craig at some point. Maybe Craig had a disconnect. I'm sure I did see Craig quite early on. Looks like he's not with us anymore. So, yep, out of here. Off to the intestines we go. Yeah, I did. Let's just head back again. Let's see what we got going on. Say Stevie B, and Rob. Drew Baxter, Matt and Russ. The Tim train with Mitch, Paul, Phil, Dave Sharp on his own, but he's getting pulled in by Jay, who I don't know who Jay. Could be James, could be Jim, could be John. Charlie Short, Phil with C Hodge. I'm believing that is. I get Callum, Paul Wright, Nigel Hook. So some of the riders have actually come together here. So that was a 3, that's been a 4 now. Got another 2 here. Get back to the front, shall we? And so these are the intestines that I was on about with the lead group. You can see there, D Collins there, just trying to take the inside line, shortest route. What happened there? And for some reason, Swift has decided that it doesn't want to play for a second. Rot roll. Give me a second, guys. Just talk amongst yourselves. Wonder what happened there. I suppose that's one good thing though with having the actual Swift, using the Swift one rather than the streamer one, because you can hopefully I need to find some Swifters. Hopefully I can find them. Tim. We found you. A second. Oh, take me to. Give me a second, team. Oh, of course, we're not in France. That's me. Ignore what I'm doing for a moment. I'm just getting myself in the right spot. Hopefully, we'll find everyone soon. Huh. Oh no, you won't let me join the event now. Of course you won't. Menu. Right, see if I can find who was I looking for. Give me a moment. No, you did it wrong. Won't let me go to France. Gonna work out. Give me a second, everyone. Oh, not working. Not working. Try this one. Let's try it this way. Here we go. Back in. Right. Try and get to the front. CVB decided to attack. Apologies for that. Fortunately, we could do what we've just done there. Oh, dumb about it. See, if I had 2 games on Tim, I would have just closed one of them and just the other one would have been on backup. But there's no backup, and because Swift doesn't let you just jump from world to world easily. But anyway, we're back in. We're back in. Unfortunately, nothing is over just yet, so we're good. Ray, oh no, was that Ray? I'm not sure what's happened there, but Ray had dropped back. Now a minute behind, unfortunately. If you check, Ray's got a YouTube channel actually, Tactical Watts. If you check that out, you'll probably get his impression of the race. So yeah, we got Stevie B. So what Stevie decided to break away from Ant and Rob. I don't know when he decided to do that, but he did it. Love the look, Rob. Loving the hat. Picture of the hat. Right. Right. Front. The calm before the storm, it would seem. Though 4.1 watts per kilo doesn't exactly scream calm to me. But I am not a machine like some of these riders that we're watching right now. So, in chat, if you are still watching, who's our money on the sprinters here? Because I think this will be down to a sprint. Who do we think? Dan Collins, Ian Thompson, Kev. Not too sure about Mike. He's good on the climbs. If it was a climb finish, I would have said maybe Mike. Rob's been doing impressive stuff, jumping out back and coming to the front and all that jazz. But don't know. He's got the sprinting legs on him. And George, potentially. Right, where are we at? 34. 4 kilometres to go then. What odds do we get? Oh, no. Another Easter egg if you're right. There we go. It is quiet at the moment. Not much action. Riders are probably just, well, I'll say that, 176 beats per minute. Not exactly scream chilling to me. So Mike Goff 147, 148. He seems to be in a good place. Same with Kev Fowler. Alex, a little bit higher. Rob. Oh, hang on. Is Deacon just sneaking himself away? Is he? Is that what Deacon? Mike Goff has responded with 8.7 watts per kilo. He's pushing outside. He don't want to be part of that train, though, does he? He don't want to pull anyone along with him. Look, he's weaving from left to right. He does not want to be part of that. With Kev Fowler, though, is now leading that charge. But it seems like what Dan's plan could be is that he's going to put the hurt on so that there's softer legs for the sprint. He's made 2 seconds on some of these riders. Ian Thompson, George Jones, Ron McGowan, AF. Name a few are just kind of at the back there. Only 2 seconds, though, so they can bring that in. And look, yeah, D. Collins seems to have now eased off the gas. Maybe he's just softening legs up. Looked like that. Whoever it was, I think it might have been Mike there. As soon as he catched him, he eased right off. Don't need any more of those. All right, Carl. Right, about 2 kilometers to go now. Just getting into that cobble section now. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no, it's me. Oh, damn it. How did I mess that up? No, you muppet. Oh, man, I'm going to have missed that. That is embarrassing. There we go. No, we haven't. We're back in. Mike Goff has taken the charge, though. Who have we got behind? George Jones there pushing in as well. Kev Fowler, can Mike actually make this? Can't believe we actually got here in time. Look at that. Has he got enough? Has he got enough? They are coming in hard. Dan Collins there is coming in fast. We've got Ian Thompson coming in through as well. Is it going to be Mike Goff? Mike Goff has just picked the win there. Jesus. Well, I mean, what a stroke of luck anyway for timing. Whew. But well done there to Mike Goff. Well done there. And what a sprint finish that was. It was me thinking he was more of a climbing guy. He's put me in my place. Right, okay, let's find ourselves some other riders. Now, unfortunately, because I'm not in race, this is going to make it even more fun to find. So just give me a minute. And of course, now no one wants to be found. Let's go. Right, that's Ray coming in now. We're going to find anyone else in the map quickly. Right, okay, cool. Go to, and Ray is bringing it in now. So we're going to go quickly over to Ant. Right, Rob. I think it was about 41 seconds out from that group. From Stevie B. We've got there a couple of Ks for these. Looks like as well that Russ Miller has pulled away from the pack. Just checking my map, it looks like that Ray has just crossed the finish line now. Stevie B looks like he's just coming round. Rob now 7.8 watts per kilo. He's now wanting no longer to be Ant's friend. And he's pulling away a rapid rate of knots. Looking like he's going to pick the win. Or not the win, but grab the final top 10 spot. That with a rapturous applause from everyone around. So well done, Rob, for a top 10 finish. There he goes. I'm going to push back now. We've got Russ Miller. Oh, so now coming into the final stages. Oh, I keep losing riders now. Like he's going to follow himself to a finish. Seems like once certain riders take a certain point, you lose the rest. You got Stu Baxter, Matty Davis around now. What's we got back here? Let's check out the Tim train, shall we? Oh, and they're still together. Well done, everyone that's worked on the Tim train today. So, but let's stick with these guys, shall we? Let's get a sprint of these guys. Sure. Oh, why do we keep doing that? I'm pressing the wrong buttons again. So got someone that's dropped the draft at the back there. I think that is Paul. No, Phil. We've got Mitch there that's started to open the taps. 8.5 watts per kilo. Is anyone kind of responding? No one's responding. Oh no, Phil, Tim Collins. Go on, Timmy. Is he going to catch him? It looks like Mitch has done it. Tim's down 8.9 watts per kilo. Try. And there we go. And everyone's coming in. Right. Let's see who else we got. Final kilometre. Was that James Rhodes? some reason now. There we go. Back to normal there. In with old Evo. Well done, guys. Catch a few more riders. Yeah, well done there, Tim. That was nice. Actually, you guys worked throughout that one to the end. Mitch taking all the glory. Say all the glory. You'll have your own glory. But yeah, no, good work there. Evo there, has he dropped the van? He has. Here we go. Sprint coming in. Inbound. Who are we going to get it? Who's going to get it? Oh, looks like Evo had got it there. Just. Right, okay. See what else we can find. Fill out. The other riders I can find at the moment. Ibby and Paul Wright. About 3 kilometers to go. So what we'll do, while we'll watch these guys come in, we'll just try and have a look at the results if they are coming through, which they're not at the moment. Results, nothing through yet. No, nothing through as of yet. But it does look like, we saw there, was it Mike Goff getting the win? Yeah, Swift Power is yet updated. Has yet to update. Has admitted that the results are taking a while to load, but yeah, no, really good race, everyone. If you are viewing still, thanks for watching. Those that are riding still, or those that have ridden, great work all around. Definitely one of the tougher courses just for duration, I think. Yeah, but really strong effort there from everyone. Hopefully next week we'll get a few more riders in, help bring up the numbers, give riders more of a chance to find a wheel, so less of the solo riding. And made in Yorkshire, no dramas. You'd have to tell me what your Swift name is. I'm not familiar with the your tag on YouTube, but thank you. I don't know how people can thank us for oh, actually handmade. That's Paul, isn't it? Paul Spence. Of course it is. Actually, it just clicked to me there. Yeah, no, you're welcome, Paul. Always an odd one, being thanked for inflicting pain and suffering. But yeah, it's all good fun. Type 2 fun, eh? Can't get enough of it. So yeah, we've got Ibby and Paul now just coming into the final part now. And once we catch these guys crossing the line, yeah, I thought so, Paul. Yeah, sorry, mate. Heads like a sieve at the best of times. So yeah, you should be able to check results on Swift Power once it updates. Yeah, so check up on there. We're not going to do any of the old fancy graphic stuff for this one. We're just going to signpost to the Swift Power event. So if you log on to your Swift Power, you should see it pop up there. And yeah, and that will be that. So like I said, the two races aren't connected, so you know, you won't. They're not. You know, if you miss a race, it doesn't mean you're not going to be able to score for another one. It's just a one-off race. bit like we get at this kind of time of season with the cobbles anyway. So yeah, next race slightly different, and hopefully we'll have a good similar number of riders take part, and some fun racing. Paul is a solid TT rider as well. Struggled tonight. Those that are still listening, we are trying to put together a team for what is called the Swift Club Ladder. It's a 5 riders v 5 riders, 2 teams. Looks like for some fun racing. Jump on the ACU Discord. Let us know in there if you're interested. Because we are still looking for some riders. Unfortunately, we've got such a variety of different ability that it's hard for us to get the right team members. So yeah, jump in. Some silly sausage went off the front for the first sprint. Yeah, some silly sausage did, Tim. We witnessed that. I thought it was just you flexing. But hey ho, you got a bit of screen time, so can't complain there, eh? Right, guys. Anyway, I'm gonna call it there. Enjoy your evening, everyone, and yeah, hopefully catch you all next week for some more Swift fun. Take it easy, everyone. Night night.